Hello out there in the land, it's me again, the lazy videogamer. And before I start, I want to mention something that, the world of video games keeps, even in my case, little surprises for me. And I had in mind to air certain shows in a row. If you wonder which shows who were supposed to be aired in a certain order, just watch the episodes. Outro. I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro. LVG. So maybe you saw it or recognize it in the back. On my self-modded cap is Rave Racer running, who was released around a month ago in the Nintendo eShop, on the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store probably as well. I'm not the biggest Xbox fan or player, so I can not say that it's there, but I think it would make total sense. Okay, a month ago, it was the 1st of April. 2 days ago, it was the 1st May. So here where I live, this is a holiday. It's Labor Day and we have free from work. But now that's not the point I want to talk about. I want to talk about, it maybe sounds like an April joke, an April Fool's joke, but it's reality. As you maybe know, from time to time I'm checking up the homepage of the Polymega store. If I'll be honest, just for amusement, cause I'm going to look when is the base unit, the real thing, back in stock. And 2 days ago I saw this thing. It's called the Polymega Remix. On first glance you see here a handheld. And it plays some Lynx games. Lynx from Atari isn't that spectacular in the case of the Polymega, cause they did it already with the Polymega collection. So what is Polymega Remix? If you remember as well, 1 or 2 years or even 3 years ago they talked about that they're working on an application for your computer or everything as for your computer, and presented us the idea of selling us a disk-ROM to put your games in the interface of the Polymega app to your computer. So I'm just first go to the Polymega base unit and it's still written sold out. I heard some rumors that they're working on a better base unit. Why should you work on a better base unit? The emulation of the N64 isn't that great, but why you should work on something that isn't available? Okay, this Polymega Remix is here presented in pictures. And yeah, you see here in the back a computer with the Polymega interface. This spoiler, this thing here is the Polymega Remix. It costs around $180 US, 160 bucks here. And when you read the description precisely, it's meant to change here the dust cover with your modules that you already have or will purchase, they hope. Now I scroll a little bit deeper down, and here is a different handheld shown in the picture. I come to that later. Here a picture of the machinery with a Super Nintendo Element module on it, and here a pack shot of Polymega Remix. So Polymega Remix isn't the handheld. You see that in fact are some various Steam Decks. Here also shown a computer. Well, the Polymega Remix is simply a disk drive. And that raises the general question, why Polymega? Why? Because if you want to play games on your PC emulated, you can download emulators and dig you through the internet to find those. And in many cases, emulators on the internet are better. So this machinery, this disk reader, it just changed its form factor from a simple disk drive to a disk drive you can attach modules. But yeah, it raises the question in general. You can download a Mega CD emulator, you can download a Mega Drive emulator, an NES emulator, name it, you can find it in the wild. And it looks to me a little bit like a April Fool's joke, cause if you wanna play those games on your PC, as I mentioned, you can download those games. If you wanna play it on your Steam Deck, what's actually written in the description over there, you can download some emulators, and also you find for sure a ROM of the game you already have at home. So yeah, first I thought it is a handheld, you can plug it to your base unit, but it is really in fact just a disk reader in the form of the base unit, and with the functionality that you can hook up your modules, your element modules. And for a disk drive, 180 bucks is not a small amount of money, because a disk drive an external for a PC who don't have a disk drive. Many doesn't have those anymore nowadays. Are in the price range of $30 to $50. You find those machines in the computer stores. So it breaks down to the Polymega interface, which I have to confess is nice, but if you're used to emulators, that is not a big deal. I mean, the Retro Freak clone console has his own interface, every flash card has his own interface, and they run those games properly. As I said or mentioned in the beginning, they talked about that thing 2 or 3 years ago, and now they're presenting us that. Yeah. So, and that was it for this week's episode of the Lazy Video Gamer Show, of this little fireside chat. Just want to mention, if I want to play Mega CD or Mega Drive games, especially Mega Drive games, there are easier, cheaper ways to play it on the go. Flashcards for the Nintendo DS, as example, running Mega Drive emulators, or the Mega Drive collection of Sega themselves on the Nintendo Switch, as an example. And if I want to play those games, even PlayStation or Saturn games, I have more the feeling to play it on a cab than on a Steam Deck or even on the PC. When it comes to the PC, that's not my thing. That's maybe your thing, to play those games on a PC. I like to play it on original hardware, if I be honest. In many cases, I live with the compromise of emulation, but yeah. In the case of the Polymega remix, just wanna say, I think it's, wasn't the best idea back in the day when they announced that thing, together with the app. They talked back in the days about an app and a disk ROM, and nowadays it looks that way. What is, in my opinion, the joke in this thing, the April Fool's joke, let me say it that way, is that when I read it, it was, I believe, 2 or 3 days ago, one day before they announced to ship it. So they telling us they ship this thing now. And in the history of Playmarchi, I learned that was a word from a company who, sorry fellows, 99% wasn't true. They couldn't hit the goal, and but I'm pretty sure some mighty YouTubers, influencing guys, I don't want to name those, I'm probably sure you know those fellows as well, so I don't have to mention those individuals. Back in the day, they told what Playmarchi told them to say. They told us Playmarchi's finished with the Polymega, the mass production, they shipping it out, and that was 5 years ago. And yeah, many people waited a very long time. Here in Europe, a lot of people lost their money because they ordered it over this German distributor who went broke. Yeah. But it's a fantastic Sunday today, great weather, and the fridge has a cool drink in it. So I enjoy the rest of my Sunday, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday as well. Till the next week, have a great time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, the game is never over.